Here's my collection of Primus. This one is called Conspiroids. They came out in 2022. Here's the cover. There's the logo right there. Here's the track listing. The longest song here is like 11 minutes and 30 seconds. I love that. Perfect. Then this one came out in 2017 called Destination 7. Inspired by Rio, the Rainbow Goblins. A record of tragedy and virtue. Here's the cover. This came out in 2017. I forgot if I mentioned or not. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. Here's the back. This is a cover sheet they did of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Here's the track listing. There's the cover. It's called Primus and the Chocolate Factory with the fungi assembly. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. This one's called Green Nalahide. It came out in this one came out in 2014. I forgot to mention that. This one came out in 2011. It's called the Green Nalahide. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. This is a DVD that came out a DVD and CD that came out in I think it was 2003. Called Animals Should Not Try to Act People. Here's the cover. Here's the track list. The first is a DVD with all the music videos. Second one is a CD that came out with new recordings. Best I got for the recordings, the new recordings that came out with that time. This one came out in 1999, called Anti-Pop. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. This EP came out in 1998, called Rhinoplasty. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. This one came out in 1997, called the Brown Album. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. Like I said, it came out in 1997. This band's amazing, I think so. This one's called Tales from the Punch Bowl. Here's the cover. It came out in 1996. Here's the cover. There's a track listing. It also has a QuickTime game on here from the 90s that can't play anymore because today's computers can't do that anymore. I kind of wish. See what it was like back then. Today, this came out in 1993. It's called Pork Soda. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. The song that made me a fan back then was Mr. Crinkle. Here's the cover. No, I guess I already did that part. This one came out in 1992. Miscellaneous Debris. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. This one came out in 1992. I think I forgot what I said or not, but I like it, so I like their stuff. It's fun to listen to. And their lyrics are really dark if you listen to them closely. This one came out in 1991. Sailing on the Sea of Cheese. There's the cover. There's the track listing. Then this came out in let's see what year it says in here. 1990. Called Fizzle Fry. Here's the cover. There's the track listing. I think it's funny that this band started with their EP. They came out in 1990 also. With a live CD. Recorded live in the Berkeley Square on the 2nd, on February 25th, 89, and March 5th, 89. It's kind of funny, a live album that starts off their career. An EP live one. And I think it's neat how they sound live. Here's the cover. Here's the track listing. The way I labeled them as, because I went by what Les Claypool said one time, they're psychedelic polka metal. Their own sound. Because they make psychedelic rock, polka, and metal together in their own sound. Because the main driving force is Les Claypool and his bass guitar. I love that bass guitar sound he has. It screams epically. Like, share, comment, Miller Rules, and sub to Toasted Goats, and Mel Ben, Shred Beard. The list goes on. Rest in peace, Adam the Woo. My influence on my vlog idea. Part of my name. Rest in peace, Adam the Woo. Miller Rules.